Eco and Stellar, and this was a map in which they changed metas. They changed the way that we play Halo. Be aware of what Stellar and Eco can do on this map. This is like some of the best Halo that you could see from them.
And mind you, I mean, you also took one of the players from that CLG Optic Talks roster in Snakebite. So got him to join the roster, and you have one dangerous Origin team. As we're on board now with Eco, 5 and 3 to start off this game is SSG, and tries to snipe one with the rockets, anticipating that Collect is pushing up. Couple great grenades, doubles back for the reach out. Eco fears nothing.
Stellar able to get that sniper, and we know how dangerous he is when he has this in his hands. Cherish gonna be able to survive. Just a little bit to the left with that reticle. You already see one gonna be able to not have to worry about this sniper too much. Lucid got a crazy split spawn there. That's gonna tell them that they're in the middle of the map, and SSG's on the clock to try to finish off these kills. Looks like it's, dude, Tony, it's just mixy in here.
Eco trying to keep a hold of that height advantage right now. He's gonna have to stare down both Collect and Adversary very soon. There's some good damage going down, but just too many bodies from one being sent towards that snipe side. That's until Stellar makes his presence known, coming in out of nowhere. Snakebite now popping in from the opposite side of the map, and just like that, SSG have a 1 kill advantage.
Yeah, actually playing forward into Lucid, but shut down, cut down as they're starting to get themselves in position, and this is dangerous for one. They're going to start going down, but it's going to be how they go down, one at a time. Oh, Stellar. That might just give one the reprieve that they've been looking for. He's not able to get that trade, and one's going to be able to fight out of their base. They send Space Station 4 down.
Switching gears over towards Stellar, he's the first one to push up here, buys enough time for his teammate to come off his spawn, and now it's just a bit of a cross-map battle from the SSG to the one side, but one, they get aggressive. They're not happy with the cross-map. Collect flies on in there, applies that pressure. 17 to 16 advantage here for SSG, but I'm loving the way one are playing.
Like dancing, and discombobulated Eco. He thought he was gonna have a one shot in front of him. No, it was a nade that was waiting. Collect played that just about perfect.
I'm telling you right now, man, Collect has one of the most fun point of views to watch, man. The things that he does on the map need to be studied. It's actually crazy. Even when his stats aren't exactly going his way, 2 and 4 isn't the best, but you can tell the influence that he's having even outside of just the assist. He is tricky, and SSG always having to account for him, but a double push out of one forces Snakebite away from that height side, and it looks like the rest of SSG on the rocket side of the map is up to Space Station Gamer, Snakebite, and Lucid here on the snipe side to defend themselves, but they're doing a pretty damn good job of it.
Snakebite knows the angles to play, and he just decimated one. He played that perfect. He just let his teammates get a lot of damage for him, just was putting himself in spots to help clean it all up. I think he was involved in every single kill on a player from one there, and that gives them that 4 kill lead that they have to play around with. Stellar 4 shots left in this sniper.
I was talking about the plays that we're being made by Collect, but everybody is making plays right now. Body shot onto Collect, headshot onto Cherish is going to catch a bit of a blueberry, as you like to say there. 7 kill advantage here for Space Station Gaming. Everybody has to make plays if they want to win this game 5.
Cherish, don't take it personally. I don't think that snipe shot was meant for you. He popped his head up, and that thing just went right through the skull. That definitely wasn't intentional from Stellar, but they'll take the kills where they can get them. And what was a 4 kill lead has transpired has really transpired to 10 now. I mean, tell you that we are seeing this get out of hand quickly, and remember, one doesn't have any second chance here. They must win this game to reset the bracket.
You know, back when we used to play basketball, we always say, you know, you reach, I teach. You know, you peak, he teaches with that sniper. 37 to 26 lead, and things are quickly starting to get out of hand. One have to start valuing their lives because trades are not what they are looking for. Cherish may have gotten 1 cleanup and actually turns it into 2, and you know, might as well make it a triple. Coming out of Cherish. Cherish says, you know what, I'll do it myself.
Yeah, he spotted Lucid as well, so they're gonna have great information on where the final players are, and they're starting to get these kills. God, Cherish, can you challenge something harder? Oh my, takes the ego against Stellar, and well, you give Stellar an ego challenge, he very rarely lets you down. He's gonna find a big kill, and that really stunts the momentum of one. They're not gonna be able to really cut this down any further before they get to that 40 kill mark. And now SSG, this almost feels like a victory lap. They just need to find a couple more collapses.
Feels like one played fantastic towards the early game, but toward the mid and the late game, it has simply belonged to Space Station Gaming. A 10 kill advantage here in the game 5. They almost pulled off a bracket reset, but now Space Station Gaming are just whipping butt, for lack of a better term here. Rockets do end up in the hands of adversary, but it feels just a bit too little too late.
He had Louis on that center button. He was ready. He's out of this, but just 4 more kills to go. Collect, ooh, playing this pyramid so well. Oh, they need every kill here. They just cannot afford the trades. They got 2, but Ego takes the challenge. Well, one shot. He's not satisfied with 1. He gets both. That puts him on match point, and Lucid will put in the dagger.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you were counting SSG out, I'm sorry, you don't know ball, because they come back in back-to-back games. They are your champions, and I said it before and I'll say it again, no stranger to being tested by lower seeded teams. They have respect for everybody in the league, and they treat it as such. SSG end up getting it done in that game number 5, and they will be your champions.
Lucid was, not Lucid, Ego was given a little display on knowing ball at the end there. It's like, you know, when you go to the court, Tony, there's that guy that's a little bit older, you know, he's 30s, 40-year-old, but you know he played D1 ball back in the day, or he was a hooper, and he's not going to do anything flashy on the court, but the way he got that final kill, man, he planted his feet on the ground, said, hey, I'm going to let you jump into my reticle, and just completely stripped that ball out mid layup. That was just beautiful play from him, and it really just set the statement at the end. Man, I felt like that was a really big back and forth, but experience and fortitude for Space Station at the end. They're able to overcome and adapt throughout this series. One was giving them some big trouble early on, though.
I'm calling you out right now, so you can say that. But I can't call Eco.
No.
I can't call Eco the Tim Duncan.
Wait, let's look at this real fast. Let's look at this. There's no way this was intentional, by the way. Look, he's getting ready to hit collect. He's like, you know, I'm gonna peek back.